Good morning, everybody. And it's a nice morning. We're going to run through some information here, right? And what I'm going to actually point people to is constitutional law. So we have a constitution in the UK. And what it basically says is, for those that are in a position of governance, who then don't adhere to their rules and regulations, they then lose that ability. That's forfeited. Yeah. So it's forfeited on the fact that they do not carry out the laws that they have prescribed for themselves and for us, the people, who ultimately are sovereign. So let's have a look at this. These LED street lights, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about 5G and the LED street lighting. They are illegal and unlawful. The technology is absolutely lethal to humans, to wildlife, etc. All those councillors, participation by inactivity is a crime. Anybody that knows about this, and I know that there's quite a few of you who watch my videos, you are acting to support this crime against us. Accessories and Habitats Act 1861 was amended by the Criminal Law Act 1977. Your inactivity is a crime. This is a human rights crime. It's an environmental crime. Your inaction, right, by inactivity is a crime. Beware. This is the court case where the CPS are relying on ALIF VDPP. You see that? I want people to go and have a look at that and the implications of that to find me guilty of a section 4. I was found guilty and convicted of that crime. However, the judge wouldn't allow me to bring any of the evidence that would show that the inactivity, the participation of those councillors in this crime is in fact a criminal offence. However, the appeal is on the 24th January 2019. Let's see something different. It's quite a number of crimes that these characters have committed. Human rights crimes. They have actually basically ran roughshod over the rule of law. A number of parliamentary acts, human rights acts, Article 174 European Community, and a number of directives. Absolutely unbelievable forgery they have committed. Another serious offence. This was the forgery that was put out on the 9th of April. It is a total and absolute fabrication and forgery and a lie. Nothing in there is correct. This was entered as an exhibit in the court by the council to try and hoodwink the judge. Unfortunately for Gateshead Council, the recorder Nolan QC wasn't a fool, because a lot of people have been fooled by this forgery. However, the judge didn't get fooled by it at all, and he demanded in that court, he stated that Gateshead Council had to open up the democratic process. They haven't done that. In fact, what they've done, I get this letter sent to me, leaflet distribution on council land. You don't have any authority at all. This was delivered to my address. That's the envelope there, to Mark Steele. A handwritten letter, no stamp, no Gateshead Council on the top, from a chap called M.A. Barker. I don't even know if that's his signature. Is this from you, Mike? Because this looks like a stamp. We're not really sure. There's no reference. This doesn't make any sense. And this was delivered by a person dressed up as a police officer. That in itself is a crime. I'm reporting this as a crime, and I believe it has been reported as a crime. Men dressed up as police officers come into my home to deliver this. Northumbria Police have no knowledge of this. So that would suggest that either this is a complete forgery and it's not from Michael Barker, it's from someone else at Gateshead Council. I believe it may not be from Mike Barker. There's no reference, there's no headed piece of paper. This was just, and this was actually hand delivered by a person wearing a Northumbria police uniform. Northumbria police have got no record of this. So what I'm going to suggest is another crime. So the criminals behind this forgery, because I know that Sheena Ramsey stated she read this, obviously didn't understand it and sanctioned its release. However, most certainly is a forgery, because everything that's in here is a fabrication. Naming Public Health England, who in a predated document sent to councils, shows that those LED streetlights are lethal to humans. Absolutely lethal. So you roll out the technology that is dangerous. You're in breach of all constitutional and administrative laws. Gateshead Council, you are not above the law. As Recorder Nolan stated, the inactivity, the participation by inactivity is a crime. You and anybody in the council are accessories and arbiters to this crime. And what that crime is, Genocide Act 1969, killing the members of the group. We know this technology has already murdered a number of people, causes serious bodily and mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group. Now, if Gateshead Council and its councillors hadn't had the scientific documentary of information from me, they could state that they didn't know. However, they have had. It's in breach of the Nuremberg Code. This is an experimental technology that has been shown in all animal tests to harm animals. Human Rights Act. All of these have been in breach. And what that states here in constitutional administrative law, Gateshead Council, if this was from you, which I don't believe it was, I see it as a forgery delivered by someone dressed up as a Northumbria policeman, not a policeman at all. Somebody, I believe it to be a forgery, another forgery and a fake document. We need clarification of this, right? Because that is not a real signature. That is a stamp. So we need to find out who is behind this, who is trying to fit up Mike Barker with this document. We need a senior investigating officer to investigate a number of crimes that are being committed at and from Gateshead Council.